If you had told basketball fans a few years ago that one quiet, awkward, super tall teenager would eventually become the most feared player in women's college basketball, they probably would have laughed, shrugged, and gone back to arguing about rankings on Twitter. But then Lauren Betts showed up and started turning basketball courts into personal crime scenes. Suddenly, everybody understood the hype. Opposing centers looked confident during warm-ups, smiling and dancing with teammates, only to spend the next 2 hours getting their shots erased into another dimension. And the scary part? Lauren Betts still feels like a player who hasn't fully unlocked her final form yet. The first thing people notice about Lauren is obvious: the height. At 6'7", she doesn't exactly blend into a crowd unless the crowd happens to be made up of NBA players and giraffes. But what shocked scouts wasn't just her size. Basketball has seen tall players before. The difference with Lauren was how smooth she moved. She had soft touch around the rim, elite timing defensively, quick feet, and instincts that made her look years ahead of her age. Watching her dominate younger competition felt unfair. It was like somebody accidentally created a my-career player in real life and forgot to lower the sliders. Basketball was practically waiting for her before she was even born. Her father, Andrew Betts, played professional basketball internationally for years, while her mother Michelle was a volleyball star. So basically, athletic talent had already rented permanent space inside the family DNA. Because of her dad's professional career, Lauren spent parts of her childhood in Europe, especially Spain. While most kids were worried about cartoons and playground games, Lauren was traveling across countries, adapting to new environments, and slowly building the mentality that would later help her survive the pressure of becoming a basketball superstar. As Lauren got older, one thing became impossible to ignore: she was different. Coaches noticed it, scouts noticed it, fans noticed it, and defenders definitely noticed it after getting scored on repeatedly. By the time she reached Grandview High School in Colorado, she had already become one of the biggest names in girls basketball. Every major program in America wanted her. Every coach suddenly became a family friend. Recruiters were probably waking up in the middle of the night checking whether Lauren had posted a new hint about her future on social media. That's how serious the race for her commitment became. And honestly, the hype wasn't fake. Lauren dominated high school basketball in ways that made people sound dramatic when describing her. Except they weren't being dramatic. She blocked shots like she was personally offended someone even attempted a layup. She rebounded everything. She scored effortlessly. One minute she'd hit a soft hook shot, the next she'd swat somebody's jumper into the third row like she was deleting evidence. It reached the point where opposing teams looked emotionally exhausted before tip-off even started. Eventually, Lauren committed to Stanford, one of the biggest and smartest basketball programs in the country. On paper it looked perfect. A five-star phenom joining an elite program with championship expectations. Fans expected instant greatness. People thought she would walk into college basketball averaging double-doubles immediately and terrorizing the entire nation from day one. But real life doesn't always follow highlight mixtape logic. Her time at Stanford became one of the most important parts of her story because it showed people something they weren't expecting: vulnerability. Behind the rankings, the fame, and the giant expectations was a young player struggling mentally with pressure, confidence, and trying to fit into a massive spotlight. Social media makes fans think elite athletes are superheroes who never doubt themselves, but Lauren openly admitted she was battling confidence issues during that period. Suddenly, the superstar everyone saw online became human. And honestly, that honesty changed how many fans viewed her. Instead of pretending life was perfect, Lauren spoke openly about the mental challenges she faced. That made people root for her even harder. Because there's something powerful about watching someone fight through struggles publicly instead of hiding behind fake perfection. Meanwhile, critics started doing what critics always do: overreacting. Some questioned whether she could live up to the hype. Others wondered if maybe she had been overrated. Basketball fans really love making conclusions after 5 bad games, like they're detectives solving mysteries. Then came the move that completely changed her career: the transfer to UCLA. And this is where the story starts feeling like the beginning of a superhero transformation scene. Because the second Lauren arrived at UCLA, something clicked immediately. The confidence returned. The energy returned. The joy returned. And unfortunately for defenders across the country, so did the dominance. At UCLA, Lauren turned into a nightmare matchup every single night. Teams tried double teams. Didn't work. Triple teams? Also bad idea. Smaller defenders bounced off her like shopping carts hitting a wall at full speed. Taller defenders got cooked by her footwork. She became the center everyone feared facing because she could completely destroy a game without even needing 30 points. Her defense alone changed entire offenses. Players entered the paint, saw Lauren standing there, and immediately started reconsidering every life decision that brought them to that moment. Her stats exploded, but numbers honestly didn't even explain her full impact. Yes, she scored efficiently. Yes, she rebounded everything. Yes, she blocked shots like an angry volleyball player. But the bigger thing was how she controlled games mentally. Opposing teams became nervous around her. Fans started expecting domination every night. Commentators began talking about her like the future face of women's basketball. And suddenly, Lauren Betts wasn't just famous in basketball circles anymore. She was becoming a genuine sports celebrity. Then came March Madness, the place where pressure becomes unbearable and every mistake gets replayed for eternity online. Some stars shrink during the tournament. Lauren Betts basically became stronger. She dominated game after game, destroying defenses, protecting the rim, and leading UCLA through one massive win after another. Every tournament performance felt bigger than the last. At one point it looked like opposing teams needed emotional support just to survive 4 quarters against her. And then it finally happened. UCLA captured its first national championship, and Lauren became one of the faces of that historic run. Basketball fans everywhere suddenly realized they were watching a generational player. She wasn't just another talented center anymore. She had officially entered superstar territory. The scary thing for everybody else? She still had room to improve. Off the court, Lauren's popularity exploded too. Her social media presence grew rapidly, fans became obsessed with her lifestyle, and new deals started rolling in fast. Brands immediately recognized the value of a dominant athlete with personality, confidence, and massive fan appeal. She became connected with fashion, sportswear brands, energy drinks, and basketball campaigns. One minute she's blocking shots on national television, the next she's trending online because of a stylish outfit or viral post with teammates. That's modern sports celebrity in one sentence. Fans also became extremely curious about her personal life. The internet always wants answers to the same questions. Is she dating anyone? Does she have a boyfriend? Who is she talking to? Meanwhile, Lauren keeps that part of her life incredibly private. No messy online drama. No public relationship chaos. Just basketball, family, teammates, and her growing career. In today's social media era, staying private might actually be harder than guarding elite scorers. Financially, Lauren's rise has been just as impressive. Between NIL deals, endorsements, appearances, sponsorships, and her growing basketball future, reports suggest her net worth is climbing quickly. And honestly, that's expected. When you're one of the biggest stars in women's college basketball, companies start throwing opportunities at you fast. Especially when you combine talent, personality, and a fan base that keeps growing every month. But maybe the most impressive thing about Lauren Betts isn't the championships, the money, the fame, or even the stats. It's the fact that she survived the pressure. A lot of young stars break under expectations. Lauren nearly lost confidence completely, rebuilt herself, transferred schools, proved critics wrong, and came back stronger than ever. That's the part of her story fans connect with the most. The comeback, the growth, the transformation. And now, every time Lauren Betts steps onto the court, it feels like people are watching the next chapter of something special unfold in real time. Because this doesn't feel like the peak of her career yet. It feels like the beginning of something even bigger. So if you want more stories, hidden details, career breakdowns, and entertaining updates on the biggest stars in college basketball, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to SealScore TV, because trust me, the basketball world is only getting crazier from here.